What's up, guys? My name's King. My name's not King. My name's Tim from King. I'm just one part of a bigger team, and this is the Drop Shoot with Morrison.
Morrison, East London, Newham. Right now we're behind the scenes of the shoot today, working with King.
Sheridan, filmmaker from Peckham. My key inspirations is basically, I love traveling, and that's one thing that kind of inspires me to create like new content. And I also like to read. I think reading is like a great place to inspire you to create new ideas.
It's total chaos today, and we're doing our campaign video for our winter collection with Morrison. It's like a Newham, East London connection vibe. Brands from Newham, obviously Morrison's from there as well.
New drops looking good. Grew up in Newham, that's in East London, and it made me who I am today. A very nice guy, a very nice fella. Very, very cultured.
We started the brand back in 2003 before there was like any sort of streetwear scene. We just wanted to create a brand or clothing really that we weren't being catered for the kind of stuff we were into. So we kind of just winged it a little bit to a degree. Like we knew what we liked, we knew the culture well, but we didn't have any fashion background. So we kind of worked out what we had needed to do on a day-by-day basis and then just grew the brand from there really. It sounds like it was a simple thing, but it was really, really difficult, especially when you don't really know what you're doing, but you learn quite quickly.
It makes you stronger, obviously, it makes you stronger. It gives you certain tools in life that you're going to need. You've got to kind of spot things before it happens, or spot someone's energies. You've got to be able to know what of the energies. It's not all what meets your face, you know what I'm saying? You've got to learn how to look past what's in your face, do you know what I'm saying? And it's taught me how to basically read people, work them out before they strike. They don't look like they bite, but they bite. I know how to work it out before they bite. Bite them first.
We just wanted to create a brand aesthetically that wasn't out there. We were inspired by brands like LRG and stuff at the time that were coming over from the US. A lot of detail, they had like a team ethic, so we were supporting people within the scene, within the culture. Our contribution to that was making clothes that these people wanted to wear. And the King side of it, one syllable, trips off the tongue, and obviously it's got those kind of regal connotations that a lot of people would associate with our country and our nation. A real powerful name to use, and it wasn't being used at the time. So it's like, right, let's get this trademarked and let's keep it moving.
The real inspiration was like, I really wanted to create something that was kind of like a throwback to like old sort of 90s naughty sort of gangster movies. Especially like the old Guy Ritchie films and even things like EastEnders.
A lot of people I was a very interesting person anyway. A lot of people was interested in my business anyway. So rather than everyone gossip and whisper, I thought, oh, it's better that it comes from me. You know, I tell you, I am making as much money as they think they say I am and all that kind of stuff. So I'll fucking tell you, I do make a lot of money. No, that's how the old rap thing came about. I was very heavy involved with what was going on around me, and there's a lot of people talking there, talking over there, and is it that true? Is it that true? So I say it's the truth. You know what I mean? I'll give you the truth. If the music is going well, obviously it's with someone like myself. What I represent and what I talk about is obviously it's a bit harder to go mainstream. You know what I'm saying? My music ain't really for the mainstream as much as I can do mainstream. I'd rather just kind of connect with who I need to connect with, keep it very for the streets, and not just for the streets, but just also for people that's going through similar situations to myself. You know what I mean? As long as I keep delivering, not losing connection with who listens to my music now. My music changes so much that I disconnect from my original fans almost. You know what I'm saying? As long as I've still got them with me still, in a few years' time, I'm good.
The most important thing is just to be ever evolving. The main thing is to have like an identity and like a DNA within your brand, and do not compromise that DNA whatsoever. Because if you're just flip-flopping between all these different trends and stuff, you just don't become anything. No matter where the trends are going, do not deviate from what your DNA is and stay authentic to what your core beliefs are. When things are not going your way, you have to just kind of roll with those punches. I know it sounds cliched, but you have to just say, right, either we're going to sink or swim, hustling and making sure that you're doing the right things. There's going to be people who survive and people who don't survive, and you've got to make sure you come through the other side, because you would be able to take those opportunities and become stronger as a result of it, I think.
I really wanted to sort of create something that was like quite voyeuristic, but also kind of had like a real kind of cinematic tone to it, something that really connected, the intensity of the drama.
I knew about Morrison's music for years and years. I also knew that like he was dipping in and out of like his music kind of career, I guess.
It's good to be able to have a lot of control of what I'm doing and have people that are around me that when they add their 2 pence, it's work. Do you know what I mean? It's not some nonsense like that. It makes sense. Or if they are going to come with an explanation, don't say, oh, they've got to come with a solution for the problem. If not, don't add your 2 pence in the first place.
I just always had it on the back burner as something that I really wanted to do because there was so much synergy and connection with the stories. We're both from the same area, both support the same football team, grew up in the same place. So a lot of us similar experiences, knew a lot of the same people.
Like, I really like the brand. I think the brand's like really authentic in what they do, and I love the history of what they've kind of brought to the scene. And with Morrison, I think he's like a really authentic artist, and you can really feel that with the music that he sort of puts out.
You're seeing other rappers from my area, or MCs at the time, that was wearing it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's obviously based around Newham, East London. Do you know what I mean? I know it's not just around there, but I suppose it's almost like typical kind of scene on the roads when some kind of deal or whatever it is about to go down. It's almost mixing that into fashion without it being too street.
It actually's taken about 2 years of just going back and forth with different connect to the point where I knew that if I was able to sit down in a room with him, you know, be ourselves and just talk about what the brand's about and what the idea is in terms of doing stuff together and elevating our area, elevating Newham, the culture, and becoming like a real sort of champion of the East End together. I knew that he would understand it. We both got each other straight away. I knew it was a connect that was always going to happen, but I just had to make sure it was done the right way.
When I've obviously said King, I get a lot of like kind of approaches with brands, but some of them don't make sense. You know what I mean? So I don't want nothing to look forced. You know what I mean? So whereas Kings, I'm already kind of aware of it and whatever from back day, and it is knowing that it's originally from kind of East London roots. It makes sense. You know what I mean?
We got a lot of things that are going to happen over the next 18 months. So I'm excited, man. Newham's not like the nicest place in the world, and there's a lot of different things going on, and we've obviously got a fashion brand, that's our contribution to the culture, and then we wanted to bring in a little bit of a like subliminal kind of gangster thing going on where we would drop in the new collection to someone else, and just a little bit of a nod really to the realities of what people's situations are, but keep it like a movie as well, so it added like a lot of tension, and there was something that kept people hanging on to see the end of what the campaign's about and so on. So I wanted to make a cinematic experience that's a little bigger than just clothing or just music, and we can fuse those two things together. So hopefully that end result is going to be exactly what we wanted, man.
I like this coat, this one, because obviously the colours, it's got my name on the back, but I like the black coat as well, like that, the car, like the gloves, I like that, good feel.
You know when you can relate to someone and you know when you can't, and this just happened, and it was easy, so it really just made sense. It was a no-brainer really for me.
East London, that's 2 words, but East London, West Ham, we're Kings. Yeah, we're still here, we're still going, still representing.
We are on a trajectory that is bigger than the UK, and we are moving in that direction on the down low. We're not looking for everyone to be patting everyone on the back. When those moves are made, that's when you're going to see it.
Got the collaboration with King coming out, you know, the clothes. Do you know what I mean? We've got new music coming. Got a project in February time dropping, first proper project. So yeah.
Thanks to everyone who buys our stuff, who likes the brand, who believes in what we're doing. It's all family. No one goes unnoticed. We see it all, man. So thanks for believing in us, and we're going to keep delivering.
And it's a wrap. It's a chicken wrap.